go. Hello, my name is Bryce Tubbs. With me today is Alina Sarkisyan, and she's a health and wellness coach at Imperfectly Perfect. I'm so excited to have this conversation. We've been talking for a little bit beforehand, and I cannot wait for her to share like the cool stuff she just told me about already. And thank you so much for coming on the show today, Alina.
Thank you, Tubbs. Thank you very much for having me.
You're
And
welcome.
thank you all for listening.
Yeah, that's important. And for those watching, before we go any further, if you're watching this from any location that is outside of our free community, I just want to personally invite you inside. It's taken a tremendous amount of time and energy to cultivate such a strong group of people who want to see each other succeed and really want to help improve the world every step of the way. So if that's what you've been lacking in these maybe disconnected times we're in, come and join us by clicking the link either above or below the video. We would love to have you inside the community. Now, Alina, what was life like before you got into coaching? Really, what was the catalyst that brought you into the space?
So before life was life was tough, but um, do you want me to go all the way back or just a few years before?
I don't know. If you can go as far back as you want. Let's just make it like flow smoothly.
Sure. So in my young teens, I myself I struggled with an eating disorder as well as anxiety and depression. For it was close to about 8-9 years of my life. I've battled an eating disorder and anxiety and depression. And so that made me not only grow as a person and have to mature early, but realize a lot in life and what I wanted uh, to do further on as I progressed through my career and education. I also had to witness and support my mother as she battled breast cancer, and so all of that culminated in me kind of having that passion for helping others, because the primary drive was I never wanted to see anyone else going through that pain that I or my mother went through. It was I can't even put into words the struggle of battling this and being there for my mother and just personally. And so I never ever, I made it a goal. I woke up one day and I was like, I cannot see anyone else going through what I had to go through. So I'm going to dedicate my life to helping those going through similar mental and physical issues and get them to freedom sooner than later. I did not want to prolong people's suffering. And so that's my goal, to just alleviate suffering. It sounds cliche, right? And this is when, I was like, this is my passion. I'm going to be a health and wellness coach. I started to learn that the mind and the body are connected. As Bruce and I were talking earlier, the mind and the body cannot function without another. We all know we might feel down, we sad. What do we grab? We grab that potato chip bag, right? And we nibble on, right? We emotionally eat. A lot of times we eat on the go. In the society we live in, we're always lunch, 30 minutes, we grab and go, right? We're never truly in tune with what we're eating. And a lot of times this causes unhealthy food choices or unhealthy eating behaviors. Subconsciously, we don't even realize sometimes. And again, that is linked to our physical health. And so I wanted to connect those two and start a practice where I would first educate myself, of course. I majored in psychology in college, and then I'm a certified mind-body eating psychology coach, in which I know exactly how the mind works in the eating process and all the troubles, how our past truly influences, how trauma, how sadness, how our repressed past really does impact our futures, especially with eating, body issues, just self-esteem. And so I became certified in that. And then as far as the physical, and I've always been passionate about biological sciences, nutrition, and the actual science behind food and how it works inside our biology, inside our bodies. And so I studied functional nutrition. because I believe that food does not only have a purpose for our survival, but it functions, right? It functions, it has a functional purpose. And so I studied that, and then I want to incorporate that, all of this knowledge of the human mind and the human body, to help people, anyone suffering from any physical illness or any mental illness, working together to treat. My goal is to get to the root of the problem, because only then can we live freely. Because if we continue to treat symptoms and just suppress everything and just treat the symptoms, but until we get to the root, we're never going to be free. And so I do work with my clients by getting to the root. Okay. And I always have, that's why, as Bruce introduced me, imperfectly perfect, because I believe a lot of us strive for perfection. We always want to, be presented to others and be perfect and all this, but I believe in authenticity. So just be your authentic self. Don't strive to be anything else but yourself. Be the better person than you were the day before. Wake up every day, not being better than anyone else, but being the better than you were yesterday. And so, yeah, I don't know, just have a really passion for this. And so I may have rambled on, but I hope, my genuinity to help is expressed here.
Have some confidence in your answer, man. People need to hear this stuff, because not a lot of people, like I think you were telling me before, not everybody cares. So don't take that for granted. Let me ask you this question. So right now we might be in, some people are in quarantine, some people are out, depending on where they are in the world right now. Maybe what's been some of your biggest takeaways from this time period that we're in?
Yes. So unfortunately, yes, a lot of us are isolated, right? And you notice that a lot of people in this isolation, they started getting down, the lack of support. I'm very big on support, because a lot of people, once you're isolated and you don't have those people, right, those cheerleaders that are pushing you to get out, right, of our comfort zone. Right now, I believe a lot of us are living in our comfort bubble, and nothing grows in comfort until we need to leave our bubbles, right? We need to learn to be uncomfortable and inconvenienced in order to I always say, conviction and convenience do not go hand in hand. They don't live together, right? Your passion cannot be alongside convenience. You need to let go of that belief that and you need to step out of your comfort zone and face the fear. And if we're isolated and kind of not doing, we're just stuck in our environments, right? We need to change our environment. And during this time, unfortunately, we are in our house, right? We see the same walls, we see the same people, and that doesn't give us the drive to kind of escape our past, right? And we always see the same thing. And so during this time, I realized that support is much needed. So that's why I do sessions remotely, and I'm always available online. Like I do Facebook Lives to kind of be that support system for people, because if you're stuck at home, have nothing to do, I want you to tune in to my weekly sessions, right? To kind of boost your motivation to get out of that zone. And another thing I realized is that there's a lot of things that gratitude. I realized that during this time, a lot of us, one day we woke up in March and we looked out the window and like the world stopped, right? It just, even I get chills even thinking about that moment, because the day before, like whatever day it was, March 13th, whatever, March 12th, we didn't go to sleep that night ever thinking this could occur. So it just, maybe for a lot of us, at least for me, it resonated that we don't know what tomorrow may bring, right? And gratitude is a big part of happiness and of achievement. we shouldn't strive for materialistic things, right? We should be grateful for the little things, and that should also push us to not wait till tomorrow to start to change our life, right? To get out of the fear, to embark on that journey to your freedom, whatever freedom means to you, right? Freedom from trauma, freedom from anything you're dealing with. Don't wait for tomorrow. Say, oh, I'm gonna eat this today, but I can start tomorrow, right? I can take that step tomorrow. But until the more we prolong that process, the more difficult it becomes, because the more comfortable we become, right? It's like a habit. It becomes a habit, and we need to train our mind. The sooner, the better. So 2 things I realized, gratitude. Always, I believe in, journaling every day, little things you're grateful for, at least 3 things, and being present. Being present. I'm very big on mindfulness, Buddhism. I'm very into that, right? Meditation, kind of being aware of your thoughts in the moment. Because the moment we are aware of our thoughts, we know when they're coming, and we can help ourselves better, right? If we are aware, if we're present in the moment, we're always thinking about the past, the future, but we need to be present in this moment, not worrying about the past or the future, because only then do we realize what we're actually feeling, and we can work on those feelings to make them more positive and healing.
Mm. Excellent. Where can people go to either learn more about you, or where can they go to connect with you further?
So I have a LinkedIn profile. I have a Facebook, kind of like a business page, as well as my personal page. I post daily videos, articles, some healthy recipes, motivational things. So definitely my Facebook. They can connect me on Instagram. If you want to learn more about me, I have a directory. I have a blog. A personal, well, it's only one blog. I share my story even further on the psychology of eating. There's a directory that I can send a link to. Perhaps is there a way we can link my directory with this video? I can definitely do that. Okay. Or do you want my my Facebook, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, and there is a directory where I share my story, and I write there's a biography about me as well.
Nice. Yeah, because generally what will happen is we'll just share the links to your social profiles, and they can kind of flow through to that directory over time.
Yes, definitely. So I will provide you with those links.
Excellent. And we just thank you for your time today. It was really fun to get to know you and just hear your story.
Thank you so much for you, Bruce, for having me, and thank you to all the listeners who listened. I invite you to come join me to live Imperfectly Perfect, and just let go, trust in the process. And I truly invite you to my space, because I'm confident I will change your life and help you. I truly will help you, because that's my passion. Okay, so I'm not here for anything else but just to alleviate anything you guys are dealing with. So please don't hesitate to reach out, and I look forward to meeting all of you and learning your own stories, and learning your journeys and walking you through those journeys.
Nice. And for those watching, we thoroughly hope that you found this valuable. Once again, if you maybe, your support system is kind of broken down a little bit. Maybe before we were in the COVID times, you had a lot of people, you're able to go to networking events, people were very supportive of your goals and your dreams. But maybe now it's not so much, because you maybe are surrounded by people, maybe inside of your own household, your own family, who do not support your dreams or your goals or your ambitions. If you want to be able to kind of escape from that, be able to get around people who actually want you to succeed and want you to reach your goals, come and join us inside of our free community by clicking the link either above or below the video. Okay, it's taken a tremendous amount of time to not only get more people inside the community, but to also foster such a positive environment. If someone's negative, they're not inside the community anymore. So if you want somebody to be very positive, to help you with your goals and your dreams and your aspirations, come join us by clicking the link either above and below. You will not be disappointed. Now, hopefully you enjoyed watching this as much as we enjoyed creating it. Feel free to hit the share button so other people can get some great value as well. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you next episode. Take it easy. Talk to you later. Done recording in 3 and 2 and 1.